Okay, good afternoon everybody. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Stephen and one of the directors of a company called Paytime. Technology in the HR space is moving rapidly, as we know. Things are moving in most aspects of it, from recruitment to onboarding, all the way through to offboarding. But the one aspect that I'm going to focus on today is how people get paid. This is one part of the HR sphere that has been overlooked for many, many years. So if we look at this box right now, this box represents our pay. And essentially every day that all of us work, whether we are full-timers, part-timers, contractors, clock in or clock out, each and every day we accrue some of our pay. But unfortunately, we can only access our money when our company chooses when the pay cycle will be, whether that's weekly, fortnightly, or monthly. So our money is actually locked up in here without us being able to get it because it's not our choice. Payroll software is arguably a dinosaur. It was originally built on IBM mainframe technology based on batch processing. Now, pretty much everything in our lives has changed to become real-time, instantaneous. However, even though payroll software has evolved as a whole, it is still based on batch processing, even though it's in a cloud. So when it comes to wages and salaries, we could arguably say that it's either gone backwards or, best case, has gone nowhere in over 100 years. So shouldn't we be asking ourselves in 2023-24, why is it that when we work every day, we cannot choose when we want to get paid? So the elephant in the room today is we work every day, we earn or accrue our money every day, we also have expenses every day, but we are still waiting a week, a fortnight, or even a month for our pay. Let's keep that in mind. The technology today, which I'm talking to you about, is called real-time pay, or otherwise known as earned wage access. Significant amount of research has been conducted by Visa globally on this, and 84% of people are now indicating that they do want access to their money if and when they need it. Now, most people are not going to come to HR or payroll and ask for a wage advance or for their money, because it is a very, very personal topic. 89% of people are actually willing to put in more hours. Now, why is that? Well, the link between working and getting your real-time access to your money shows a link to reward. And what this does is it motivates people to actually put in more hours. And 79% of people are now indicating that they are willing to switch jobs for the exact same pay if they know they can access their money in real time. So what is the solution and how does it actually work? Well, it is actually pretty simple. It's a seamless technology solution that plugs into payroll and time and attendance software that companies already have. So for companies, there is no change whatsoever to your existing systems, and most importantly, there is no extra work for payroll either. There is no change to the working capital requirements of the business either, and the reason for that is those staff members that do access their money between pay periods, we provide them that money. All that is required is on payday, the company reimburses us back that money that was accessed intra-pay period. And our solution is live within 3 to 6 weeks. It's as simple as that. Now, for employees, as you can see on the picture, they can track their real live earnings each day. They can then choose to cash out a portion of that pay at any time. That amount that can be accessed is normally around 50%. However, we can amend that to whatever the company is comfortable with. The reason we don't allow access to 100% of one's earnings is because when it does come to clock in and clock out hours, we all know that there are some adjustments and amendments that take place just before pay run. And we always want to ensure that nobody has accessed money that they haven't already earned. Any outstanding amount that hasn't been accessed between pay periods gets received on the normal pay run. Now think of the solution as a safety net, like Medicare, essentially. If somebody doesn't need money in any particular month, they don't access it, and they get paid as normal. But if there's unexpected expense, the car breaks down, there's an emergency medical expense, the mobile phone account crops up that's unexpected, this allows people to access a portion of what they have already earned. And right now, the only other options that people have is access to payday loans, credit cards, and other forms of high interest loans. The only other option, and 1 in 6 Australians are now doing this, are going overdrawn on their bank accounts. Now our banks charge between $15 and $25 to go overdrawn, plus daily interest fees and charges. So if we can help people avoid those fees and charges in a high cost environment that we are living in, we can save them a meal or two on the table. Real-time pay is also changing the way people view their work. It is now the first time that people and employees can view their job as building wealth. Every hour that they can see their money being accrued, it motivates them. It brings the effort to reward link in real time. So people are now willing to put in more hours, they are less likely to not put in their shifts, and the number of sick days are reducing across clients that we are having. And for clients and employees are now seeing this as something that they see their employee giving them as a real opportunity to be looking after their well-being. This is just an example of Toyota, which is a client of ours where we have over 35 dealerships across the country, and this is what they have provided to their staff as part of their communications. We know life happens, so we want to put you in control of your pay. And reading between those lines, essentially what it says is, look, we know you're not going to come to us and tell us you don't have money. We understand the cost of living is really high. So we're giving you the opportunity to access your money if and when you need it, without putting you into debt. The solution is a win-win. Now it's pretty obvious for employees what the win-win is, but just to recap, it reduces the reliance on loans, it helps people proactively manage their finances and budget better, and it reduces financial stress. Now, as Beyond Blue has confirmed, reducing financial stress reduces anxiety and therefore reduces mental health problems. But for companies, those numbers are pretty high. There's up to a 39% reduction in employee turnover rates. Now, many companies that we've spoken to before offering the solution often do not believe these numbers. But we do have the evidence and we do have the white papers to show it. We are seeing about a 27% increase in productivity, and that is due to faster shift filling. So what companies are now saying is, instead of they're currently saying we've got a shift available, who would like to fill it for Jamie this Friday, they'll say there's a shift that's become available. Who would like to earn an extra $150 and you can access it straight after your shift? So just by doing that, companies are seeing about a 20% uplift in shift filling. So in the tight labor market, people are being able to fill shifts with the same number of employees. And 95% of companies are indicating that they are finding it easier to attract and retain staff. Now overseas, earned wage access or real-time pay is one of the highest search terms now on Indeed when it comes to when people are searching for jobs. So which companies are actually using the solution? Well, when it first launched, the most common companies that implemented this were those with high turnover rates and contract workers. So they were companies like supermarkets, healthcare, fast food chains, etc. But the solution has quickly proven to be invaluable across all industries. And why is this? Well, the slide before, and in terms of companies quickly identifying the cost savings to them, companies across all sectors are now implementing it. It is also really important to understand that the solution today is not only for clock in and clock out workers. We are seeing a significant number of white collar, C-suite and head office companies offering this solution to their staff. And we may ask why. It doesn't really make sense. Well, as we know, with the rise in interest rates and mortgage rates is where they are, if we draw down on our salary more regularly and put it into our mortgage offset account, we can save on interest, fees and charges. And that is what a significant number of people are now starting to do if they can access their pay early. So is your business ready for how people should be getting paid? Now, for those of you that do want to try access our money, it is available. Please join us at our stand. We may give you a few more clues, and there will be one lucky winner by the end of today that can access, and they will be accessing 50% of this. And everybody asks, why 50%? Well, it gets back down to our solution. We generally only allow up to 50% of their earned pay, so you can have 50% at any point in time.